Hi guys, in today's video we're going to be looking at an experiment to do with sound and how to vary the pitch of different sounds. Now, to do this experiment all you will need is a balloon and a couple of different objects to go inside that balloon that won't rupture it. Hex nuts are ideal, as in little nuts and bolts things, ideally of different sizes. I couldn't find any going about the school today, so I've gone for two different sizes of dice. I've got a slightly larger 10-sided dice and a slightly smaller 6-sided dice. The 10-sided dice is in the red balloon and the 6-sided dice in the green balloon. Now, when I inflate the balloons and rotate it, we get a sound produced. It's not a particularly good one. There we go, a bit better. So there we can see it's kind of like a deep rumbling sound. Like I said, hex nuts are really the ideal for this. So we got a sort of deep rumbling sound from this one. Whereas this one, that's a bit better, we get a very distinct higher pitch noise. Much better. Okay, so we've got two different sounds there. Now, that simple demonstration in and of itself is definitely just a sort of edutainment thing. Without applying the correct thinking behind this, it's practically pointless. So, what I would do is I would get the kids to try and do some sort of investigation around this and investigate what is it that affects the pitch of the sound. Is it the size of the object? Is it the number of sides on the object? Does a 6-sided object make a distinctly different sound to a 10-sided object? Is it the colour of the balloon? Almost certainly not, but maybe do a fair test to rule that one out. Is it the amount of air in the balloon? If I put more air in here or less air in here, does it change the pitch of the sound? So I would tend to structure an experiment like this as an investigation and get them exploring as many variables as possible in order to discover what it is that actually affects the pitch of the sound. So I mean, we can do a fairly simple illustration of one way just now. So this balloon is fairly well inflated. That's the sound we get there. Is it much different to the sound we get with it less inflated? Not really. Is it to do with how fast we move it? Maybe a bit, but these are the simple things that kids can do within the class just to investigate what variables there are. And it's quite good because it teaches kids about variables, the fact that you can vary more than one thing, or that you shouldn't vary more than one thing when you're doing a fair test. And they can record the results as you go. So that increases the educational value of a fairly simple experiment that otherwise would just be no more than a simple demonstration. Cheers.